For as long as I can remember, I have been afraid of them. It's their size, their hands, and their big grin. In 2007, my New Year's resolution is to conquer my fear of clowns, masks, and fuzzy characters. It may seem wacky, but it's very real to me. I'm afraid of anything with unusual hair or makeup, especially clowns. I think they're evil. The only character type person I'm not afraid of is Santa Claus. Santa would never hurt me. The Easter Bunny, however, has big scary eyes and those big teeth. You never know what he's gonna do. As soon as I see a costume character, I feel like I need to run. I go into fight or flight mode. I feel like an elephant is sitting on my chest like I can't breathe. I feel like I'm having a heart attack. I'll cover my face. My son Nicholas is missing out on so much because of my fears.
I never dress up in Halloween costumes because my mom really doesn't like them. I usually just go as myself. Happy Halloween!
Nicholas has always wanted to go to an amusement park, but he knows that I just can't. There may be something with big ears or a scary wig. You just don't know.
Nicholas, you ready to go to the library?
As a mom, it makes me feel really sad that Nicholas can't experience some of the things that other children experience.
My hope is that Dr. Phil can help my mom get over her fears.
If he's ever going to see the inside of an amusement park, I need to face a fuzzy character.
Okay, you need to face a fuzzy character, huh?
I need to face something. I've got to get over this.
All right, and you really want to do this, right?
I do.
First off, I'm not going to ambush you. We're not going to have a bunch of fuzzy characters run out here unannounced and jump all over you or anything like that. That's called immersion therapy, and you immerse yourself in it, but that's not what we're going to do. So just relax about that. Don't relax about anything else, but relax about that. Because I do want you to deal with this, because you feel like you're gypping your son, right?
I am. I really am.
And you want to change this.
I want to change so bad.
And to most people, this is not a threatening thing, and so most people would say, what's the big deal? I mean, it's a fuzzy character. I want you to know that I respect that this is a genuine fear for you, and I'm genuinely going to make an effort to change it.
Thank you.
Okay?
I appreciate it.
Where do you think this comes from? Do you have an idea? Because I have an idea.
When I was a little girl, I was
You were, what, 6, 7 years
about
old?
6 years old. I was a latchkey child, and my mom would be home about 45 minutes to an hour after I came home. And one day in particular, I came home and I was watching the Mickey Mouse Club because that was my favorite show on TV. And some robbers tried to break in our house, and they were dressed like women. They were actually men dressed like women. And I looked out the window and saw them in these costumes. There were these red dresses with white polka dots and a lot of makeup and wigs, these big beehive wigs.
At 6 or 7 years old, that's really scary, right?
It was very scary. It terrified me.
Okay, so you're at the very impressionable age of 6 or 7. You have people show up in funny wigs, costumes, trying to hurt you while you're watching a show with people with big ears.
True.
Gee, I cannot figure where this came from. Little Abner could figure this one out, right?
Yes.
Lassie would be all over this. Okay, so this is kind of like Pavlov's dog. You know, you ring the bell and the dog starts salivating. You coupled this up. You paired these things together. And so since then, of course you don't feel comfortable around this because they represent a very traumatic time in your life. So we have to change that, right? And you recognize at a logical level that that's not true, that that's not a rational fear, right?
Right, I do. I know.
Because the difference between a rational fear and an irrational fear is a rational fear is when you have a fear response to a clear and present danger. It's a genuine, legitimate danger. An irrational fear is when you have that same fear response, but there's really nothing there that's likely going to hurt you, okay?
Right. And I know that they're not going to hurt me. I know that, but just...
But you've been hardwired.
Yeah.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.